Well, hello peeps, another lovely day in mid-Wales, look. Got my camera phone today, it's not so good of a picture as with my DJI. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, I've been looking into a few things about that Adolescence film. Now, something in me said follow the money, and I've just been looking for quite a few days now, and I found out that, perhaps you lot know it already, but it's being funded by Channel 4. Remember, Channel 4 is a government-owned body, and so it's been funded by Channel 4. And Stephen Graham owns a one production company and another actress, I can't remember her name. They're being funded by 3 other companies. Brad Pitt is one of them. Brad Pitt's company. Sorry, I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But there's also another thing that is surprisingly, how can I say? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head because I've only just been looking at it, but I'll do a full video on it. There's this group. Oh Christ, I don't know if you can see me now. Sorry, the sun is quite bad here today. There's this group that is coincidentally running the same campaign, and Harriet Harman is the chairperson of it. And I went, so this is actually a government-led thing. And obviously the money is coming from Channel 4, which is government funded. And then it's obviously a nudge unit thing, isn't it? So then I was looking around at the writer of it to find some information. And the writer of it said it was a totally fictional thing. So it's all made up, but it was based on a stabbing in Liverpool. And I've got the name of it down somewhere, but I can't remember it off the top of my head at the moment. So I went searching to see who did this stabbing of this young girl. And there is no information whatsoever on what make, colour, breed this person is, which I find strange. If it's based on that, surely you should know who it's based on, whether it's gang related or whatever. So all this thing is fictional. And then we have the Prime Minister of this country saying it's a documentary at the House of Commons at Prime Minister's Questions. A documentary is not a documentary at all. It's fictional, totally fictional. There is nothing in it real whatsoever. And if you go and try the original, try and find out some information regarding this lad that was put in prison for 12 years, you're not even allowed to know his name, nationality, colour. So, as I was going through all this, and I showed you the other day, the statistics show that even though white males do most rapes in the UK, 60%, because of the bigger percentage of the population, that doesn't show the real stats. So if you're a black person, because most of them is gang related in cities, you're 3 times more likely to get raped by a black teenager or stabbed. And you're 2.6, was it 2.6 or 1.6? 1.6 for other ethnicities. And for white boys of that age, it is down below 1. It was 0.7 or 0.6 if I remember correctly. So why they're picking on one section of society? Because it's easier to pick on one section of society. And somebody in government has decided that they're going to do a war on Andrew Tate type people, and they're going to use this firm and this production company to do it. Because that guy, Stephen, I can't remember his second name at the moment, has done a character for Hope Not Hate, so he's connected to Hope Not Hate. I tried to find a connection from Hope Not Hate into funding this, but I couldn't. There were several groups that are funding it, but you can't really get to the bottom of it. It's government money, really, think tank money, and charitable money. So, of course, everybody doesn't want anybody to see any rapes or stabbings going on. But if you're going to do something and pretend it's real, and then we find out it's based on fictional characters, that's not very good in my opinion, because if you can imagine all young boys who look similar to that guy, that young lad in that film, Netflix thing, the stuff and the harassment they're going to have, it's unreal. You wouldn't do it to anybody else in society. Why on earth would you do it to young lads? I think it's depraved. I think it's disgusting. We should be helping young people to get along instead of just making stuff up about them for political means, I gotta say. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's bullying, actually, in my opinion. So it shows, when you do your research, you'll find that at the head of this thing is Harriet Harman's group. She only just became the head of it in 2024. So that's about the same time that this film was commissioned and started to be made. So it makes you think. When you do this thing, I find the best thing to do is follow the money. And you usually find out where it's come from. And if you know what I think about Harriet Harman, you know, her and her husband Jack Dromey were campaigning for the paedophile information exchange when she was a teenager, and to think that woman is at the head of anything is beyond me. So, and if you think that's wrong, just go on to any YouTube and you'll see the interview on Newsnight where she admitted to it all to the interviewer. So please comment, rate and subscribe. I hope this thing with the sheep won't happen. Thankfully, at the moment, it seems to be just in a small area, so cross fingers. I can't cross my left finger. So please comment, rate and subscribe. All the best. Gaz.